The Friday Footy Show proudly brought to you by Towards Zero for the 2018-19 TIO NTFL season. Looks like tipsters might find round 13 challenging as we've got an exciting lineup in this week's triple header at TIO Stadium. At 2:30pm, the Men's Premier League Wanderers will be looking to make it 3 from 3 against the Tiwi Bombers, who themselves will be keen to make it 2 wins in a row after last weekend's victory. St Mary's and Nightcliff then battle it out at 5pm. The Saints need a win this week, while the Tigers are keen to keep their form. Then at 7:30pm in the grand final rematch, Southern Districts will battle it out against the Darwin Buffaloes. They've clashed twice already this season and each team has one win. And don't forget, out at Asfield on Sunday, one game that could really impact the race for the finals is Palmerston taking on Waratah. At half-time of the Men's Premier League games, you'll start to see club advertisements appear on the big screen and in our live stream, so look out for what your club has going on. Meanwhile, the Women's Premier League at 2pm on Saturday between Tracy Village and St Mary's will be live streamed. If you can't make it to the ground, be sure to tune into AFLN TV on YouTube to watch live from wherever you are. Round 13 also marks the first time that all of Saturday's Men's Premier League games will have commentary, thanks to our broadcast partners Channel 7, NITV, as well as ABC Darwin Digital radio team. Now for an update in the Club of the Year leaderboard, Waratah are sitting on top of the big club division and have the $7,000 first prize in its sights. St Mary's and Nightcliff are not too far behind. In the little club category, it's Jabiru, who are closely followed by Tiwi Bombers and Banks in the race for $2,000. With 6 rounds remaining, it's still any club's award for the taking, so head to the AFLNT website to see where yours is placed. As of Friday morning, no forfeits have been received. Congratulations to Austin Wanamiri from the Tiwi Bombers, who is set to play his 150th Men's Premier League game on Saturday when his team lines up to take on the Wanderers. Looking ahead to next week, the full AFLW Adelaide Crows squad return to Darwin for the annual pre-season camp and practice match against Fremantle on Saturday the 19th of January. The practice match is being held at TIO Stadium after a full day of NTFL footy action. There'll be free entry from 6pm before the game starts at 8pm, so be sure to come along and check it out. One of the players who will be donning the Crows Guernsey for the first time is Ailish Considine. Hailing from Ireland, Ailish signed with the Crows late last year as one of the 18 international athletes to be picked up from the Crosscoders program. We caught up with her while she's been in Darwin this week, gaining all the AFL practice she can, where her new AFLW teammates at St Mary's.
So Ailish, welcome to Darwin, where it's probably a little bit warmer than what you're used to back home. Can you tell us what your impressions of Darwin are so far?
Pretty humid. It's been very warm, very different conditions to what I've been used to. I've never actually experienced so much sweating after one training session. It's just been crazy. But yeah, no, it's a really nice place. Like, it's really chill, laid back. So it's kind of nice to kind of get away from the busyness, a little bit of Adelaide and stuff. And even at home, it's just different culture, different things to see. So yeah, it's been really nice so far.
That's good to hear. And before playing with St Mary's on the weekend, how many games of AFL had you played?
None officially. So it was my first real run out officially as a game, other than with the Crosscoders, which was just kind of a training camp. But this was the first real game. So yeah, it was nerve-wracking, obviously because it was the first one, but it went well. Yeah, enjoyed it a lot.
That's good to hear. But you are quite familiar with your own style of football, Gaelic football. Can you tell us a little bit about the similarities between the two codes?
Yeah, it's very similar in terms of, like, it's mainly kicking, catching and scoring. Like, that's your main goal. But the only real differences is the tackling and the ball. But yeah, we've got all the same kicks and everything. We score points, goals as well. But we have a goalkeeper. That's probably a difference as well. But yeah, it's a very similar gameplay in terms that it's 360. You're always moving in every direction of the field. So it really has helped. It's very transferable. So it's good.
That's worked out well for you then. And what about the Irish equivalent of hurling? We hear there's a sport in Ireland that you play that's similar to hurling. Mm-hmm. Have you found something of the equivalent here in Darwin or in Adelaide?
No, I haven't found anything too similar yet. To be fair, it's a very mixed sport. It has the same kind of gameplay and rules as Gaelic football, but you use a stick and a smaller ball. So kind of like lacrosse, I think, is kind of similar. Other than that, there's no real similarities. It's kind of one of a kind sport, really. It's probably one of the quickest in the world as well, field sports. It's really super quick. Fun to play, but hard. It's harder, it's more skillful than Gaelic football, so it's tough, yeah.
You might have to check that one out then on YouTube or something. And next week, your Crows teammates, they're coming up to Darwin for their annual training camp and then a practice game. Have they told you much about this experience and what they enjoy about coming up here?
No, not too much about it yet, but just it will be good to get a game up here as well with all the girls and stuff, and just nice to get away for a weekend, something different with all of them, so yeah.
They might struggle with the heat too, hey?
Oh, I think so. I think everyone struggles with the heat up here.
No, it's good practice, it's good training. This week, obviously, you're going to line up for St Mary's again. You're off to your first club training session this evening. What are you looking forward to about running out with the Saints this weekend?
Yeah, just been my second game as well. That's always exciting that I'm going to play another game this weekend. So that's really good. And obviously getting to play with Jazz and DP, because Jazz, I didn't get to play with Jazz last weekend, got to play with DP. But yeah, getting to play with them and getting to play with the rest of the girls, like they've been super friendly since I've come up and really welcoming and really helping me out in terms of positioning and stuff and where I'm supposed to be on the field, because sometimes I feel a little lost still. But yeah, just getting another game under my belt and getting to know the girls a bit more and getting to kick around. So yeah.
Well, we wish you luck with that. Obviously, you're going to tip St Mary's to win that one. So we might quiz you on some of the other games. Maybe just go with your gut instincts, yeah? So first up, on Saturday, we have Wanderers taking on the Darwin Buffets.
I'll go Wanderers.
Okay. And then on Saturday night, it's Nightcliff versus Pint.
Go on Nightcliff.
Okay. And Sunday, lastly, Palmerston versus Waratah.
Waratah.
Good stuff. You know they're top of the ladder?
Yeah.
Played them last week.
Yeah, tough game.
Well, good luck this weekend, and we look forward to seeing more of you out on the footy field.
Thanks so much.
We wish Ailish all the best with St Mary's and the Crows. Before we go, let's look at round 12's play of the round winner. When voting closed earlier today, it was Aaron Lonigan from Palmerston that picked up the $100 Intersport voucher for having the best highlight with his awesome specky. Congratulations to Emily Sanders, whose vote for Aaron earned her the fan prize. Well, that's all for another Friday Footy Show. Don't forget to get your tips in, and we'll see you showing your true colours.